Okay, hello and welcome. We're doing a test, and I've got Bryan Turner. Here we go, Bryan. Why don't you come on in? Here we go. There's Bryan in his burrito blanket. Holy cow, it is live on YouTube.
I don't
I can
see it. Hold on.
Well, it came up on, oh my gosh. So, yeah, pull up my channel, see if you see it.
I'm
Hey,
on your
everybody,
channel.
we're doing a test.
I'm on your channel right now, and I don't see anything. I'm going to go to videos.
Turner is in a, oh my gosh,
Oh.
we've already got 3-4 people saying hello.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, guys, we're just testing this new software out to be able to do Bryan.
And I got the burrito blanket from the Facebook ads. That's right. It's a good blanket.
Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to play around with some graphics and stuff. So you guys that are watching, tell me if you see all this stuff. Like, do you see the crawler? So for those who are watching this test, tell me if you see the crawler. And yes, I'm going to be deleting this. But
well, this could be your highest ranking video ever, Dan.
well, maybe I'll keep it at a minute. Hey, so you are seeing it now, Bryan.
I see it streaming on your page.
Do you see the crawler?
Yeah, I see it streaming on your page. I do. I've got that radio thing happening where I can hear. I need to turn my radio down.
Yeah. First time caller?
Yeah, long time listener. I'm giving it a thumbs down because I'm on it.
Okay, so now let's pretend like I'm going to play a video for people and say, hey guys, watch this video, okay? So I go to here and then I can come in and then I can introduce Bryan Turner in his burrito blanket, and it gives you a countdown, and there you are. So that's pretty cool.
This is, how much did this cost?
It was like $49 for a lifetime membership. So really? Yeah, I think I may be using this. And okay, Scott Francois, post your questions in the comments. Yep, video works. Hello from Canada. Hey, Blaine. Boy, this is an impromptu, unadvertised little test I'm doing. I appreciate you guys logging in. This is great.
I know. I don't have anything ready. I'm like a deer in the headlights.
So, Chris Trott, you're saying obviously none of have worked. Oh, in the morning because we're staying up late playing. Do you see the comments, Bryan?
I do.
Because Brian Garrett, Brian with an I, is saying, "Oh God, not Brian again," with a Y.
I thought he was talking about himself. He just saw himself in the comments.
No, it's a Brian with a Y. No, it's
I don't know. Sometimes I spell my name with an I.
Hey, should we see if Christy's awake in her hotel room?
Give it a shot.
You know, let me just see. Just for the fun of it, let me see if it works. This would be
Chad, actually, I did go to the FSDO on Friday. That issue has now been cleared up. More to come.
Okay, I'm not gonna tell her what's going on. Well, I was okay. I'm just telling you the test. So that'll be funny. Less toilet paper, more razors. Am I looking? Hey, look, I forgot to get a haircut right before the apocalypse. So that's one of my problems too. I've not had a haircut in a while. No, we're not. My son's offering his trimmer services.
Shave your head, Dad.
No, I'd rather do a cutting torch.
We could do a Breaking Bad Walter White look for you.
So, hey, Bryan, how come you're not talking?
I hadn't planned anything for this. I didn't know you were going to throw me out here in front of 24 people.
I don't have a total. You see a total? Because I don't see a total. You just guessed that, or do you?
No, it says 23.
Oh, because I'm not watching the actual YouTube page. I'm looking through this app. But
I really like to plan what I'm going to do before I do it. Otherwise, it's just total train wreck. And that's what's over here on the right side of your screen is the train wreck in the burrito blanket.
You know what? We got some of the best comments of that last live stream because we weren't rehearsed.
Oh, okay.
The technical problems I was having added to the funness, but Oh wait, let's see. Christy responded, I think here. No, she didn't. She may be asleep. She's working hard as an Envoy pilot. So
It's a burrito blanket.
oh, somebody asked. I
think it's a giant tortilla.
Do they not have heat in Texas, Brian? Are you cold?
My wife's been exercising, and so the house is cold when she does that. She opens windows and stuff.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Well, this has been fun. Have your kids got started their own YouTube channel yet?
No. Have you started watching the Tiger King yet?
I canceled my Netflix last month. I probably shouldn't have.
What's wrong with you? This is like the wrong month to cancel Netflix, man.
It was pre-apocalypse.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'd start that back up.
Well, yeah, maybe. At least I got my internet connection better than the other night when we were doing this. So
tell what you've been watching.
So yes, Al, Christie is on with Envoy, and they're still training apparently.
Yes, Dan, he got his spar inspected. It came out great.
Yeah, Brian, my spar was 100% good. We got it inspected at the annual in December. Effinger took a good look at it. Yeah, so I got to see this Tiger King thing at some point.
No, so when we took my kids to the cat thing, because it's just in Ardmore, Oklahoma, so it's like local, and so we went up there. The kids got to hold a baby tiger and a kangaroo and all this weird stuff. This guy is super duper eccentric. It's an audience full of parents and kids, and he starts throwing his business cards out. Those are finger quotes. He goes, I'm going to throw my business cards out. They're condoms with his face printed on them. He's throwing them out to the crowd. And so he was such a weird guy. We started researching him. He's married to 2 men. He put a hit out on a woman who owns another zoo. But the show documents all this stuff. The woman's husband disappeared, and people think she murdered him and fed him to her tigers. Like, every episode just gets more and more bizarre. Like, go watch this train wreck. It's an absolute train wreck.
And that's why we should watch it, because it's a train wreck.
Because once you start, you can't stop. I can't. That's what I'm doing as soon as the stream ends. I'm going to go watch episode 4.
So, Al, you like the love field approach video? Well, thanks. I thought about including that one in the longer video of the aerial photo mission, because that's when we did it. But anyway, spoiler alert. Hey, Brian, you just ruined it for some people. Thanks.
It's all out there on Google. You just go Google his name. It's all there.
Well, that's what every spoiler uses as an excuse.
Oh, all right. Well, every spoiler.
Yeah. So, all right. Okay, this has been a successful test. Now I go and,
speaking of train wrecks.
Yeah, really. This is yeah. So I'll have to check. I don't even know what my settings are on YouTube if this is set up correctly for everything. So, and we already have 1 thumbs down too.
That's from me.
Was it?
Yeah. I'll unclick it.
Did you really?
Yeah, of course. As soon as I saw myself on the screen, thumbs down.
Oh, and here's a total too. I can see that.
Now it's 0. Someone just unclicked the other one. That's funny.
What's that? Pin.
So meta.
Put a blip on your program. You're using buds. I don't understand, Blaine. What do you mean? Oh, Brian got alert. That's because some of you, a few of you, very, very few of you, actually have the notifications turned on. So if when we go live, it's funny. Brian and I talk a lot about our YouTube channels. I think mine's at about 16% of the members' subscriptions actually have the notifications turned on. Brian, yours is probably something similar. It's not many. That's pretty normal.
It's very few.
Yeah, it's less than 20% of the subscribers on the channel actually turn on notifications. And it just helps us as YouTubers when you do, because what we're trying to do is get YouTube to recommend our videos out there when other people are watching Flight Chops or Josh Flowers or whatever. And so the more times we kind of get subscribers or viewers, it all just helps.
Yeah.
So
I thought like 75% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribers. That kind of shocked me. But
Snaproll 94E. Yeah, I'm just testing a new software that I've got for live streaming. It allows me to do fun things like all this stuff. And so that's what I'm doing, just more of a test than anything else. Yeah, Brian Garrett says that his biggest problem is he can't keep. Oh, nice. He can't keep up with the content. I've wondered about that if I'm putting out too many videos. Which, by the way, the video that plays tomorrow morning will be our 200th video in 2 years.
Oh, really? Which video is coming out?
I've got it. It's that one that's where Brooke wants to learn to fly, and so it's a more the Learn to Fly series. It's a brand new series coming out tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I've got Hannah Bradshaw is uploading it right now for me. So yeah. So Curtis, yes, I'm still in the trailer. Can you believe it? This is much better tech, though, than what I was doing before. Scott says, "Tell your dogs I said hi."
I will. They just ran away from me.
Yeah. Brian has a channel. Somebody asked, question mark. Does Brian have a channel?
I do.
And it's called Taking Off?
That's the name of my channel.
Right. It's got the Taking Off logo right above your face, so that's good.
Oh, really? All right, my kids want me to tuck them in. Let's go tuck in my kids on live YouTube.
Yeah. Encourage them to have their own channels.
It's going to be too dark in here, probably.
Well, we'll see. Here, I'm going to put you. Here we go. Major. There we go.
All right, this is Brooke.
See,
that's you.
it's bright.
This is my daughter, Brooke. She's been writing something when she should be in bed. I love you. I'll see you in the morning.
Your kids are still awake at 10:40 at night? What kind of dad are you?
This is what happens when you quarantine. Don't you know that? That's the rule. Like when you quarantine. Oh, this one's not. Yeah, you're not going to see anything here. Anyway, my son. Oh, there
if I could move my computer, I'd go to my son.
Good night, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, Brian, here you go. Here you go. This was for you. So, oh, son, good to see you. So there we go.
I'm about to
see. My son and I are quarantined together.
I'm about to pull the trimmer out, shave your head right here.
No.
This is where the magic happens.
With the green screen, the permanent green screen.
Oh, that's a nice setup.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Well, it's not permanent. I have a theater upstairs, and that's where that green screen goes up and down. But this is where I'm hunkering down to work now because it's the only room where there aren't kids and dogs barking and talking.
I'm doubting that you're a pilot now. I feel like you do all your videos green screen, so you're just
that's
a cabin.
Oh, that's for sure. That's what Brian with the Y does. He actually never flies. He doesn't have a pilot certificate. That's why he keeps going into the phys, though, because they keep thinking he's really flying.
Do I what? No, I don't. You're fine. Get some sleep. Sorry.
Come on, Brian. We're trying to be professional here.
I'm giving you a tour of my kids.
Tour of your kids. Oh, and Snapro says his son just got his check ride last Friday. Congratulations for that. Yeah. After all that, I bet Lola is jelly. Oh, jealous. Yeah, right. Jealous. Yeah, I'm looking a little Mad Max. Yeah, Curtis. So I probably need to like wear leather or something instead of a Millionaire Dallas shirt that I got when Jeff Zimmerman came on in the hangar. So one of the perks of doing the show, we get lots of swag. Meanwhile, Brian wears burrito blankets.
How do I get an in the hangar shirt?
Funny you should ask.
How do I get one for free?
You just got to come on in the hangar. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have any in the hangar shirts, but I'm talking to a guy who's an aviator up in New York. Well, New York, but we're talking to him about doing some shirts, and he would handle the ordering, the shipping, and everything. So he gave me some samples, and I'm liking them. So I may do that. I put a poll up on the YouTube community page, and we might sell 10 or 12. I don't know, but it'll be fun.
No.
So you guys, what do you think out there in watching and when you should be sleeping? What do you think about the shirts? While you respond, tell me about if you'd buy the shirts or if you like them. I'll grab a sample.
That's a mean thing to do. I'm just going to leave Bryan here on my channel. All right. So what it is it's YouTube, just plain silly. Go over there right now.
Hey, wait a minute. So can I mute? Oh yeah. Now try talking, Bryan. Yeah. See, I muted you. Okay, good. So the mute function works. So here we go. What do you think? That doesn't say just plain silly. So I unmuted you, Bryan.
I can still give it a like.
Oh, yeah, you're the one hitting thumbs down. Oh, now I have 0 on the thumbs down. Okay, anyway.
I did that for you.
Now, I don't really like the red one, but I don't have the gray one that has the two-tone here to show you. But also, I'm thinking that I would go with a premium T-shirt, which is going to be a little bit more expensive than a cheap T-shirt. So you guys, let me know if you would spend a little bit more money for a nice T-shirt versus getting the cheap ones. You know, I don't know. So my gut.
I agree with that. I agree with that because I was looking at Teespring and a couple of these others. I actually had a FISDO alumni class of 2020 shirt made, and I'm going to get that next week. And I was looking at they had 3 types, and I was like, you know what? I know if I get a cheap T-shirt, the 3rd or 4th time it's washed and dried, it's going to be shrunk and stuff. And if you get a nicer, so I went ahead and, it was $16 versus $24. For me anyway, I think it's better to get one that's going to last longer. That's my vote, Dan.
Okay. Well, people are enjoying the tour of your house.
I just turned your show into cribs.
On the T-shirt, because then Christy will demand a Wong Warrior. And I'll tell you what's really funny about, if you look at the logo up there above Bryan, oh, there we go. That logo, no, in your upper left, Bryan. Look upper left, right there. That logo that Bryan's looking at.
That one?
If you see that, when my graphic designer, Hannah Logering, made this, I wanted her to put that line with the wing to where it could go either way. It could be a low wing. It could be a high wing. You can't tell. It's an androgynous wing airplane. So it is not gender specific. It's whatever you want to identify as high wing or low wing.
You and your gender fluid logo.
Yeah, that's it exactly. So now let me see if I go through some of these. World's Best Dad Award goes to Bryan. Nice.
Oh, I got that award.
Somebody asked if you're ever heading to Vegas, maybe after the apocalypse. I don't know why. I don't, and that's why I'm not gonna put the 210 on there. Is why I said that. Oh, Best Dad. There you go. That's right.
Hey, you know what's interesting about this? I can click this. When I use my phone normally, if I'm recording, I can't change cameras front and back midstream, but this is letting me do it. That's kind of cool.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So Curtis said, "Yeah, Bryan looks like he's walking through a slasher movie, looking for a guy with a chainsaw."
I'm looking for a remote control.
Yeah, you should look around and be scared. Don't go down the.
Don't go in the basement.
Yeah, the basement. Yeah, as Brian Garrett also says, he'd much rather pay a little bit more. I hate cheap tees. I agree. Yeah, I want hoodies and I want all sorts of stuff eventually. But the guy that offers this only does shirts, and I think he does have a hoodie. But this is probably the wrong season we're heading into for hoodies. Bryan is testing us for motion sickness. Yeah, he can't sell it.
I found what I was looking for.
And what was that?
Phone charger.
Oh. Yeah. All right. So, okay. Anyway, guys, thanks for putting up with our test. So if I wanted to play a graphic, I could do this and go there and go there and go. Go here. Oh, but you still hear it. Okay, so that's how we do that. Okay, cool. And
so when you played video clip a minute ago. What exactly did you do?
So what I have in this software is I have a little bit of a real rudimentary switcher. And so I can click on, I have all my sources down here, and I uploaded this video into this software right when I called you. It was just handy. And so, but I could upload other videos or graphics or whatever, and I could just, then I just click to show them in the stream. So when I do that, it brings up the third window here. And so then I have to hide you and hide me for it to go full screen. So it's a little clunky. You know, I have a real switcher back at the studios that we do, you know, that I do a lot of stuff with, like the same kind of style we do in the hangar. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing.
One thing that you probably can't see is I'm watching this on the YouTube stream, and you're extremely clear. I look like my kids built me out of Minecraft. It's very blocky and splotchy. I don't know if that's because I'm on my phone.
I'm seeing the same thing, and I think it is. And I finally, you know, tweaked my internet antenna out here in the woods so that I'm actually getting a better signal now too. So I think it has to do with your phone. You should probably, maybe we do this with your computer. I don't know.
Yeah, if you want to try it, that's with the Gold Seal thing. We're doing this live stream thing every day.
Oh yeah, afternoon. You need to figure that out. So
he's got us set up. We just go. He gave us a URL. We tested it out, and I don't know what magic he has on their end. But
probably something similar to this, I bet.
Yeah,
because I can add Christy in. Is she actually? Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. No, she never. Oh, a friend of mine who does nothing but professional live switching. Hang on, let me see. I'll bring him in. Okay, yeah, because I want to talk to Mark. So,
these comments are great.
Yeah, a friend of mine that
these comments are hilarious.
What now? You're reading the comments? I can't keep up with the comments here at almost 11 p.m. at night. We're doing a little test.
I just want to live stream and just answer comments all day long. This is so fun. Yeah. I've never live streamed.
I thought Brian was always 8-bit.
Right?
Right.
These are hilarious.
So Robert in Connecticut, you say that Brian doesn't look blocky? Of course, he doesn't look as bad now, but when you walk into the house at different times, it was.
I think it's when I move and it's got a lot of stuff it has to render, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Jay says hi. Jay, good to see you again. Wolf Pilot. Hey, Leandro from Brazil. Cool. That's great having you guys. Hopefully you guys aren't getting as hit by the virus as we are in Italy. I guess Mark's not going to join us. So, you know, Mark was asking me about Wirecast. I've tried Wirecast. It's the same kind of thing. Wirecast is the standard. And for a small country church that we go to, I set up Wirecast just for doing audio streaming, and it worked pretty good. But you know, it costs a little bit, and the more bells and whistles you want, the more expensive it is. This is very similar, but it's more user friendly than Wirecast. So it's called B.live. So it almost looks like BeLive, but that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
So
well, Jay's saying I look like Tom Hanks when he got stranded on the island. I'm a lot not as thin as he was. He can't get in. Mark can't get in. Let me see if I can send a new one. What did you have to do to get in?
I just clicked. You sent me a link, and then I had to download an app to my phone, and then I had to pay $89. And I just downloaded an app, and then I went back and clicked your link again, and it opened the app.
Okay, well, let me see if I can add a third person here. Since Christy isn't responding.
Brian looks a little like Wilson. It's Brian Wilson. This is awesome.
Oh, that's a good point. SnapRoll makes when Brian holds his phone still, the picture is just sharp. And that's probably a good point. The iPhone, you're using iPhone? What are you using?
No, I use an Android. I'm a real man.
Yeah. You woke my son up. Thanks for that. So, Yeah, when I guess the camera wants you to be still. So when you're probably doing the thing with Gold Seal, you probably don't want to be shaking the camera and making everybody
I'm
sick.
on my laptop.
Yeah, Scott, no way my son cut my hair. As a matter of fact, now I'm worried about when I go to sleep. I'm going to sleep light tonight.
I'm just gonna pull it out and just turn it on, just to make
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Okay.
give you some racing stripes.
So Dan, I just typed a message on the screen. Did you get any kind of message in your app?
Yeah, I'm trying to also text. Oh wait, here he is.
Whoa.
I did not get a message. Do it again, Brian. In the meantime,
I see part of a guy.
I'm adding Mark Ott. But Mark, you got to turn your camera on.
I see him.
Oh, you do?
The very handsome top of his head.
I don't see Mark.
I see what appears to be a frozen photo of about 30% of the top of his head and some background that looks like a studio with really nice lighting.
Okay, I'm going to hide him for a minute. Now I'm going to come back and add him again. 3, 2, 1. And Mark, do you have your camera on? Okay, we're hearing you fine. I don't see you. It's just a blue screen. Okay, yeah, everybody's saying a blue screen. So we're not getting video of you. Let me. It says, yeah, I'm not seeing you. That's interesting, Mark. Okay, so yeah, it's all blue. So Mark, can you hear me? Mark, are you there? Well, okay, so that's weird. Maybe. Oh, there we. Nope. Oh, he just hung out. He's gonna try to come back. Well, we'll still see what happens when we try to get 3 people. But Mark is he does nothing but live television production. So those big trucks you see at sporting events and things like that, Mark not only operates and runs those flawlessly, he's the guy you want when you're doing high pressure live events. He also has built the trucks. He's done all sorts of stuff. Mark is pretty cool. Mark and I, that's how we know each other from working. Yeah, there we go. I see Mark now. So Mark's coming in 3, 2, 1. There he is. Mark's there.
Hello.
Okay, so Mark, I'm just testing out a cheap software that I bought.
I don't hear you all.
You don't hear me?
Hear you.
I can hear you.
We hear you.
Wait.
You know what I can do is we hear you.
I see myself. Okay. All right. I hear you now.
Okay, you hear us. Okay. So, Mark, I'm trying out a cheap software thing I bought for $50 lifetime membership. So it's not anywhere near the kind of stuff you have. And I've used Wirestream before at our church a while back. This is just real super simple.
Cool. Yeah, it looks good.
So I tried. I don't know if you saw the live thing I did about 5 nights ago, but that was a train wreck.
Oh, wait! You were putting a phone in front of a phone in front of an iPad and dropping something. Yeah, I was actually had that down in the background and was kind of enjoying that.
No, gosh, it was a train wreck. I was so far out of my comfort zone as far as production value. So.
Yeah, I was surprised, and I kind of laughed. I was going to send you links while you were live, but I watched the hilarity ensue.
Well, so this would replace that because I'm still in the same I'm out at a ranch in West Texas. So, somebody was from Vegas on here earlier asking questions. Mark Ott is in Vegas. Are you in Vegas right now?
I am.
Are you? Okay. I guess all of us in the video world have pretty much shut down, except for doing crazy, stupid live stream tests at night.
Yeah, I'm. I just, all the rage now is all the bands singing, bringing in their parts, and then somebody edits together a video. And Fox just did a 1-hour show last night on all the different musicians. So I got a brainstorm with my 11-year-old, and she's like, "Oh my God, we can't do the school play because it's all postponed." And I said, "Well, fine. Let me go get all the members of the cast." So in the past 48 hours, I've had 32 sets of parents record their kid's part, and I've been literally sitting at the edit bay for 2 days, putting it all together, and just sent it off to Audio Mix tonight. My audio mixer is in Hawaii.
Okay, so Brian, you need to give your best dad award over to Mark now. Sorry.
Yeah.
I missed his best dad feature. I came in on the end of the tour.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so
you
I'm
called me up
sending
and
out
I
the
can't
audio
do
mix
the
tonight.
touch.
Hope to have it back. And
What happens if I turn this?
There we go.
Oh, that's worse. Oh, there we go. Actually, that's not bad. So what did you have to do? Turn your phone horizontal?
Yeah, I turned it and everything looks better because I want to set the phone down because it'll be more stable.
Brian, the last thing we think of when we think of Bryan Turner is stable.
Hey.
Hey, Mark, are you
I guess
coming off of the phone as well?
Yeah, I'm coming off the phone, and I actually jumped off my Wi-Fi, and I'm just on AT&T.
You having trouble with the on your Wi-Fi? Was that when you're trying to get in and we weren't getting your picture?
Yeah, so I've got a lot of weird issues tonight. I've had a reboot a bunch of times. I'm dealing with a timeline that's 48 layers deep, and my computer started wigging out, and parents have been sending me videos, and I'm hoping I didn't get a funky video sent to me with some embedded something.
All right. So, by the way, while I have Mark on here, you might think that he's only a video professional and a live stream director or live event director. Mark is a pilot. And as a matter of fact, Mark, we've been working on your episode. It won't be tomorrow, but it'll probably be a week from tomorrow that we I went up with Mark and we did a BFR for Mark. And Brian actually did a real BFR, not your BFRs. So Mark, Brian gets called into the FSDO all the time. He has a frequent dining card.
And I've never done anything wrong.
He's not a CFI, but yet he'll take money under the table and give you a BFR.
You know what? You can't say that like that.
I can hear you. I can't hear Brian.
You can't hear Brian?
Correct.
Can you hear me, Dan?
Yes. So I'm hearing all of you. Probably Mark would need to at least maybe turn the audio off on his phone and somewhere else have the show on YouTube going. That's what I'm guessing. I don't know what kind of latency there is.
I heard Brian there at the beginning, and then he turned the phone, and I turned the phone, then I didn't hear him, and then I logged out and logged back in, and I heard him, and then I'm back to not hearing him again.
Weird.
So I do the live stream. I know is getting all audio, so that's working.
Cool. What were you going to? You were
like there's about a 4-second delay.
Oh, here's a hanger story for you. So
Okay.
my buddy runs the ABC in town channel 13, and he's had to disperse all of his staff. There's only allowed to be like 3 or 4 people in the building. That's basically the master control operator and the director TD and an audio person. Everybody else, he's gone to 30 different homes and apartments and set up 30 home studios, and they're doing everything remote. So he is a CFI, and he usually gives me my pencil whip, my BFRs. And he invited me out to the hangar. He's got a real nice hangar. It's insulated. He's got furniture, all that stuff. Heat, cool. And he's like, all right, so it's been 2 weeks. You've been at home. Why don't you come on out to the airport, and we'll just hang out. Maybe we'll go fly. Maybe we won't. And I told my wife, finally, I'm going to get out of the house. I'm going to stop working studio here and go out and hang out at the airport. And she lost her mind. She absolutely threw a fit. Said, yeah, in no way are you going out to this person's hangar. I won't say his name, Pencil Whip. And I'll call him Pencil Whip. There you go. To this person's hangar because he's been to 30 people's homes, and he runs the TV. I already said his name. Oh, shoot. But he runs the TV station. And that he of anyone has not been isolating because he's had to run the TV station and go to everybody's home and set up home studios. And so she's like, he's like the most interactive person that you don't want to hang out with because you're not going to be allowed to come back home into the house. So if you go to the hangar, you might as well live in the hangar. So
quarantine.
Yeah. So I'm not allowed to go to see my buddy in his hangar. So there you go.
It wasn't worth the 2-week price, huh?
Well, I already did that because I went and did a rodeo 2 weeks ago. And she told me, and it was the last rodeo that went off, besides PBR stuff they're doing without audiences, but it was the last rodeo that went off before everything got shut down, the NCAA and everything. And so we have an 81-year-old mother-in-law living with us, and she was supposed to go home to Romania and can't get there, so she's here now.
No, it's the same reason why I'm out here at the ranch is, and with my son in this older travel trailer, is that in our extended family we have some people that would be very susceptible, and just out of respect and everything else, because we were in the city, we're taking time here just to make sure that they're safe. So
that's cool. Yeah, so my office is on the other side of the house, so I've been just basically cruising between my office and my bedroom and trying to avoid the mother-in-law, and I haven't gave her a hug, a kiss, or nothing in 2 weeks, and she's a mother-in-law I actually like.
Oh, okay.
So that's my story.
All right, well, this has been a good test. Mark, did you see how I could play video? Did you see that earlier?
I did. So I was curious because I'm getting more and more calls for this. I got a group out in San Francisco, and I'm trying to figure out. This was super easy for you to deploy, and
I pulled it up. I pulled it up 5 minutes before we went on live. I just happened to ping Bryan because he was up, and just said, "Hey, can you do this test real quick?" And it was that quick and easy to put this up. Now, I do have a Blackmagic ATEM switcher.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to. I'm in trouble.
Sorry, there's a big bug here. I'm having to kill. Well, the sample taking off shirt was put to good use. I think it went under. Oh crap! Where did you? I don't know. Oh, why you jumping? I don't know where it went now. Okay.
Dude, you are imagining this.
No. He was right there. I saw
not
him.
A real bug. You're the only person who's seen it.
It's probably on the shirt. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, we have a Blackmagic ATEM switcher that we started using too. We went out to a big conference for a client that was happening, and they wanted to do a whole series of training videos real quick, 2-minute, 3-minute deals to explain their products to the retailers. And we put up 3 cameras, 3 C100s, and HDMI'd them into the ATEM, which takes 4 HDMIs or 4 SDI and 4 SDIs. And it was a lot of fun. A lot more robust than this, but this is super simple and easy.
Check out vMix. It's on PCs only. vMix, the reason why I like the vMix and I didn't like vMix a year ago, I love them now. You can give an RTMP and you can take a direct signal from any RTMP. I use it for the barrel racing, and I have an off-site editor where we're streaming down the single camera, but like I have a guy in Atlanta that receives an RTMP stream and then record, stop, all inside the software, and then he can trim up the clips and then upload them straight to Go. And so rather than me traveling a guy and doing all that, he can sit anywhere and edit. And I like it because you can pull RTMP. So like this, I can send you all links and you can go into it, and it's a very robust little switcher, multi-recorder. You can do ISO records of each channel, and so very cool.
I think we lost Bryan there.
People in the comments are saying Bryan's bored. So
something about video.
Well, hey, I was going to tell you. So I'm looking at this app that I've got. There's a little icon up in the top left-hand corner that shows the number of people watching, and it shows 0. So I don't know if it's picking up or if it's not.
No, 23.
Well, I was going to tell you. So I'm
No,
looking
I'm sorry, 22 people watching.
There's a little but on the app on my phone it shows 0. Number of people watching, and
well, here it says 22.
I don't know if it's picking up. It's not.
No, 23. Okay, so it's a good 8-second lag there. I can tell already.
Yeah, I wanted to hear what he was saying.
Yeah, right. Okay, so Elena wants to know if she can ask us some questions about production. So please feel free, Elena.
All right,
Elena?
I'm gonna go back
I'm happy
to work
to
'cause I was actually
answer your
working, so
production
I'm gonna put
questions.
you on the
Go
stand
ahead.
here.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll let Bryan Turner answer all the production questions.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, we can get talking about. Well, okay, that's one question too I have for all of you 22 people out there. If anybody does video for their flying, is there any kind of a call or a desire that if I were to put some videos up that are tutorials on how I edit multi-camera, all the GoPros when we go flying? If I know Brian's interested in that because I've already sent him some sample questions. I'm curious if you guys would have a need for that or a desire to watch that. Okay, so how complex a system are you using? Can you use an iPhone? So Elena, and is it Elena or Atlanta? Like Atlanta without the T, I guess.
Alana is what I would guess.
Alana. Okay. So
Alan A.
how complex a system are you using? Can you use an iPhone? You might be able to. It's more of a question of, think of it like a pipe full of water, and the smaller the pipe, the harder it is to get a lot of water through, and the water being data. So phones can usually your Wi-Fi at your house will probably be running bigger. Right now I'm running at a pipe size, you could say, that allows speed of about 20 to 25 megabits per second. When I was doing that live stream the other night, it was like 4.5, barely usable. So actually, this whole live stream I'm doing at 2025 is going off of a SIM card. So I guess you can use a phone to answer a question. For recording, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm recording this other than it's just going straight to YouTube. I haven't looked into the software to see. I probably imagine when I hit stop streaming, that'll give me a chance to record, save the recording as probably an MP4 or something like that, which is an H.264.
We just lost Dan.
For your recording, you're wanting to do multi-camera recording? I guess that's my question. And if you want simple, and are you recording from cameras? Are you recording like we're doing, where it's just live stream from either cameras off your computer or your phone? So, Brian's reading this. Thank you for that.
Someone said I should lip sync. I'm taking ideas from you guys.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. So Jay, yeah, no, it will save to the YouTube channel. The question is, I wonder if it creates an MP4 here when we're done that I can have as a backup. Okay. Anyway, this has been a lot of fun. And Mark, thanks for joining us from Las Vegas. It's only 10 o'clock your time.
9.
That's right. You're Pacific. That's right. 9. It's early for you. Meanwhile, us 11 p.m.ers are getting tired, and Brian wasn't ready. Brian, you got rid of the burrito blanket.
Yeah, where'd that go? I don't know where that went.
So,
right.
Alana, what you want to do for 2 cameras, if you want to keep it simple, like if it's a church or a small organization, Blackmagic, all one word, Blackmagic Design, they have a switcher that's $1,000, $999. It's called the ATEM. And I guess I should have said bye to Mark better. I could have actually pulled him out. You can get that switcher for $1,000, and it'll do amazing things once you plug in either computers or cameras. It's probably medium on the easy to hard scale. It's not super easy like this thing is that I'm messing with right now, but it will do a lot of stuff if you're doing that kind of stuff. So that's what I'd recommend. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, Bryan, I don't know. I'm keeping you up, I'm sure. So
every day feels like Wednesday, or I don't even know. It just doesn't matter anymore. Like, wake up when I wake up, go to sleep when I go to sleep. There's no start and stop to the day. They just ooze into the next one right now.
Well, we'll tell you this. I'm going to go flying on Wednesday. I have the plane here with me. Lola is out here on the ranch. And Lola, we ended up, if some of you might remember, we had the video where we had one cylinder at annual that was getting low compressions. And I just had top overhaul 18 months ago, 340 hours ago. And we went ahead and replaced the cylinder. So I've got to fly 8 to 10 hours originally where you're going full manifold pressure. So I'm going to fly it around on Wednesday and then get the oil changed, because right now what's in there is like a mineral oil base to help everything get seated and everything that you have to do when you have a top overhaul. So
yeah, I may go flying tomorrow after our taking the afternoon off. And what's funny is I talked to the guy at the FSDO. He called me, and afterwards I said, man, it was a way better. I mean, the first experience was great, but this one, the guy called me up and just goes, "Hey, this is your local FSDO," and he just busted out laughing. He goes,
somebody from the FSDO laughed. I mean, I've never seen that.
This guy was awesome. I have to tailor how I communicate this. He was very, very casual. And he laughed. He goes, "As soon as this came across my desk, I thought, what idiot. Like, this is obviously a joke." And he said, "I know who you are. I like what you do. You need to keep doing what you're doing. But understand there are people out there with rods in certain places that are going to cause problems for you." And so I apologized and said, obviously this creates work for you. And he said, if I wasn't doing paperwork for you, I'd be doing it for someone else. We talked about the lockdown, but I mean, the issue I was turned in for was a complete non-issue to him. He just was like, "This is ridiculous," and he was very positive to me, saying, "This is sometimes a humorless community, and what you're doing is good." And he's very, I guess, flattering or complimentary. But I asked him, I said, "Can I go to my airport and pull out my little plane and go fly around in it?" And he goes, "I don't have anything that suggests to me that you shouldn't be able to do that." He goes, that sounds like self-isolating at its best. So right now, as I see it, if you want to go fly, you and your family. He said, there's nothing out there that says you can't go do that at this point in time. Because I told him, I've seen people getting in really heated arguments about this on Facebook. But so tomorrow I'm probably going to go fly around and see what I can film or do or come up with.
I haven't seen the arguments. People going flying, and I haven't seen anybody nail them for anything.
No, I saw 2 or 3 people arguing about you're not taking this seriously. What if you crash and then the first responders catch it from you or something? Like, I'm just seeing stuff like that. It's like, well, if I wreck my car I'm not in the arguments. I try to stay out of arguments right now online. But I've seen 3 or 4 just threads where people are going at it. That's usually the thing. Like, you may think you're safe in your plane, but if you have an emergency, you're putting medical workers at risk. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. But I've seen that argument probably 3 times in, I think, the Houston group and probably the Aviators Lounge. That's one where people get pretty heated. But so I asked him, and he said he didn't see a problem with it, and he doesn't have anything to suggest we can't fly. Because I go, I don't want to land and someone's looking at the ADS-B and going, "Okay, prove you were on essential business." And he said that's not going to happen. So
yeah, okay, that's good. And are you able to take tests now?
I am. I'm glad you said that. I'm working on the video, right? So I got an email from the testing center saying, "Congratulations, you're no longer your registration block has been removed." And then I got an email from the FAA that said I've been cleared, so I can take tests now.
That testing center?
You're cutting out on me.
Testing.
Cutting out on me.
What was the name of it?
It was It's a testing center with a bunch of people who fly that are Americans. That's all I know. They're flyers. They're United States flyers.
Very good. Very good. I know you can't say their name, so that's good to know. All right. Well, this has been fun again. Too bad Christy couldn't join us. And all right.
It's hard to end a live stream because I'm going to start reading comments and then I'm going to want to start talking again.
Yeah, there's quite a few we've been missing here. Yeah, it's fun.
So I saw the preview of the video you sent me of the young lady that's learning to fly. I have questions about that because that was a complete deviation from your normal style.
Yes.
You weren't in it. Were you in the back seat? I never saw your face once.
No. So I have a young lady who has joined the staff at S Films, at Serendipitous Films, and I've been training her. And so I'm using this as a great opportunity for her to learn. So she's the shooter in the back seat, and that discovery flight, they went and did some steep turns, and poor Hannah is her name. Sorry, Hannah.
Oh no.
Short final too. It's the same. So, our subscribers might be able. You can go back and watch a video. The video that Christy did as the discovery flight with the young lady. That's who it is. It's Hannah Bradshaw. You can see her on that video with Christy. I think we did it back in November or December or somewhere around in there. When you do 200 videos in 2 years, yeah. So 2 videos a week.
That's a lot, dude.
But anyway, yeah, it's a little bit of a departure. It's what I call more highly produced videos, more like what Josh is doing, where you spend a lot more time editing and making it more cinematic. And that's what we're doing here with the I Want to Learn to Fly series that will launch tomorrow. And Hannah is actually uploading it as we speak. And so I'm gonna I need to create the thumbnail and all that stuff tonight too, so that it'll launch tomorrow at 9 a.m.
When's the mass YouTuber calamity going to be uploaded?
I have done some preliminary editing on that.
Remove me from the shot.
Well, what I'm trying to do is go in and add B-roll of what you guys are talking about from your own channels. And so I got to go and rip everything from your channels and lay it down and all that kind of stuff. And I've gotten about halfway through that. I was thinking I would save it for getting close to the 100th episode of In the Hangar, but we're like at 88 right now. So, and I don't know that I want to wait 10 more episodes before releasing it because it is a lot of fun. So maybe soon. I will tell you that this Friday, the In the Hangar will be a special with the FAA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Am I on that one?
Yeah, you weren't on it. So, and that's the one with Rob Lowe, not the actor.
No.
And Rob Lowe is the Southwest Regional Administrator for the FAA. So he's a big dog.
I know. You gave me his information. I want to go call him and see if I can film one outtake. I need to ask him.
Yeah. All right. We're starting to lose some people. They're saying good night.
Yeah, I need to go to sleep.
Yeah, we should probably say it. And Kempen, I saw your mention about you'd like more maintenance videos, and I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to get John Effinger more in it and stuff like that, because I've had lots of people ask for more videos covering the maintenance area of stuff. So we'll probably do that soon. Well, Bryan, thank you very much for
all right, Daniel,
for doing something so well rehearsed.
Hey, I'm at my best unrehearsed at 11 at night.
So, all right, I'm going to stop streaming. Thanks, everybody.
All right, everybody, just plain silly. Bye, Daniel.